The Importance of Drawing Constellations by Hand. Author, Leola Bellamy. AI. Disclaimer. This script was created with the assistance of artificial intelligence. The content has been developed based on research and historical sources, but readers should verify specific facts and details for academic or professional use. Introduction. Good evening, stargazers. Tonight, we're going to explore something that might seem old-fashioned in our digital age: the practice of drawing constellations by hand. In a world where apps can instantly identify every star in the sky with a simple point of your phone, you might wonder, why bother with pencil and paper? The answer is profound and stretches back thousands of years. From the Lascaux cave paintings dating to 17,000 BCE that may depict the Pleiades and other star clusters, to Galileo's meticulous lunar sketches in 1609, humanity has understood that drawing the heavens isn't just about recording, it's about truly seeing. The power of slowing down. Drawing constellations forces you to slow down and truly observe. When you sketch what you see through a telescope or with your naked eye, you spend real time, often 30 minutes or more, in the company of a single celestial object. Consider Galileo Galilei, who in January 1610 spent night after night sketching Jupiter and its moons. His hand-drawn observations, preserved in his notebooks, revealed that these stars moved around Jupiter, the first evidence that not everything orbited Earth. Those simple sketches helped overturn centuries of astronomical dogma. Similarly, Charles Messier created his famous catalogue of 110 celestial objects between 1774 and 1781, personally observing and sketching each nebula, galaxy, and star cluster. One star dot at a time, you capture the position and spatial relationships among the stars, just as Messier did with 18th-century instruments and ink. Memory through movement. Drawing activates a powerful cognitive process. Research shows that drawing is a cognitive tool that makes the invisible contents of mental life visible. When your hand and eye work together to sketch star patterns, you reinforce their positions in your memory. The ancient Babylonians understood this intuitively. Around 1000 BCE, they created the first systematic star catalogues, painstakingly recording constellations on clay tablets. These weren't just reference materials, they were teaching tools that helped apprentice astronomers internalize celestial patterns. The Dunhuang Star Atlas, created in Tang Dynasty China around 700 CE, is the oldest complete preserved star atlas in the world. Its creators hand-drew over 1,300 stars, and this act of drawing helped Chinese astronomers maintain precise celestial records for centuries. Your muscles remember the sweep of Ursa Major, the tight cluster of the Pleiades, the distinctive belt of Orion, the same constellations that ancient Greek sailors drew to navigate the Mediterranean. Personal observation and unique perspective. No two observers see the same object exactly the same way. William Herschel, who discovered Uranus in 1781, kept detailed observing notebooks filled with sketches. His sister, Caroline Herschel, independently discovered 8 comets through careful observation and drawing. Her sketches were uniquely hers, capturing not just the objective positions, but her personal encounter with these celestial wanderers. Even something as seemingly straightforward as the Pleiades will have as many variations as there are observers who sketch it. When astronomer Maria Mitchell became the first American woman to discover a comet in 1847, she documented it through careful drawings that bore her distinctive observational style. These personal testimonies of what observers saw on specific nights, in particular skies, with unique perspectives, became invaluable scientific records. Educational value and skill development. For students and learners of all ages, drawing constellations develops multiple essential skills simultaneously. The practice requires eye-hand coordination, teaches the use of both hands together, and develops hand and finger strength. Persian astronomer Abd al-Rahman al-Sufi demonstrated this in his landmark 964 CE work, Book of Fixed Stars, where he drew each constellation twice, once as seen in the sky, and once as it would appear on a celestial globe. This exercise in spatial reasoning helped train generations of Islamic astronomers. Drawing also teaches composition and spatial relationships. Johannes Hevelius, the 17th-century Polish astronomer, spent decades creating Firmamentum Sobieskieanum, a star atlas featuring magnificently detailed constellation drawings. His students learned astronomy by copying and creating their own versions, developing observational precision that serves learners across all disciplines. The practice of sketching double stars, perfected by 19th-century observers like Admiral William Henry Smythe, teaches patience and attention to detail. You must differentiate between stars of different magnitudes, using various techniques to create lighter gray hues that reflect actual appearance, skills that translate to scientific illustration, medical drawing, and engineering drafting. Creative and artistic expression. Drawing constellations bridges science and art beautifully. The patterns you observe can guide your understanding of artistic composition and inspire creative expression. Consider the work of English astronomer John Flamsteed, whose 1729 Atlas Coelestis combined scientific precision with Baroque artistry, each constellation rendered as both accurate star positions and elegant mythological figures. The Leiden Aratia, a 9th-century Carolingian manuscript, preserves Roman astronomical knowledge through stunning illustrated constellation drawings that are simultaneously scientific documents and works of art. When you sketch the night sky, you join this tradition of interpretation. Even Leonardo da Vinci drew the moon and stars. Understanding that artistic technique enhanced scientific observation. His approach, using crosshatching to represent varying star brightness, influenced astronomical illustration for centuries. This creative problem-solving within scientific constraints nurtures innovation and personal style that echoes through history. Historical navigation and survival. For millennia, the ability to draw and recognize constellations was literally a survival skill. Polynesian navigators crossed thousands of miles of open Pacific Ocean using star paths they had memorized through drawing and study. They created stick charts, three-dimensional star maps that helped apprentices learn celestial navigation through tactile and visual memory. Arabic navigators developed the Kamal, using hand-drawn star charts to measure stellar altitudes. European maritime expansion depended on sailors who could sketch constellations in their logs, helping them determine latitude and navigate safely. The British Royal Observatory at Greenwich, founded in 1675, employed human computers who spent their days drawing and calculating star positions, work that made global navigation possible. Mindfulness and connection. Perhaps most importantly, drawing constellations by hand creates a meditative connection with the cosmos. When you spend half an hour sketching a single star cluster, you enter a state of focused attention that our distracted modern world rarely allows. Ancient Greek philosopher Ptolemy spent years observing and drawing the heavens for his Almagest, circa 150 CE, a practice that was as much philosophical contemplation as scientific observation. This practice connects you to generations of astronomers, navigators, and sky watchers who drew what they saw before photography existed. From Aboriginal Australians who recorded constellations in rock art 40,000 years ago, to Aztec priests who drew celestial events in codices, to monks in medieval monasteries copying astronomical manuscripts, you're participating in an unbroken human tradition. Conclusion. Drawing constellations by hand connects us to Galileo, peering through his first telescope, to Harriet Tubman navigating by the drinking gourd constellation, to ancient Babylonian astronomers on their ziggurats, and to Caroline Herschel discovering comets in the English countryside. It's a powerful cognitive tool that enhances memory, sharpens observation skills, and creates meaningful personal connections with the cosmos. So tonight, grab a notebook, step outside, and draw what you see. One star dot at a time. Join thousands of years of human beings trying to understand our place in the universe. Make the constellations yours.